men start to feel inferior of me when they find out what I do. I'm 23, I'm rich, I'm fine as and I'm an aerospace engineer. It's 10 p.m. and I just got off of work. I
All
don't
right, so we have a chick here who's really feeling herself. The caption on this video says, "Selfish reasons. I love being a young, hot aerospace engineer." Let's keep listening.
I don't usually do this, but let's do an unget ready with me as I take off my makeup and I tell you a little bit of the selfish reasons why I like being a rocket scientist. First of all, the money. Do you know what it's like to be 23 and make more money than most people will make well into their 40s? It gives me a false perception of what my life is like right now. I feel like my problems are way minimal compared to most people's problems at 23 based on the amount of money that I'm able to have as an income. And genuinely, I feel like the money just hits harder when you're this young. Like I'm able to put so much into my retirement. I'm able to go into any store, buy what I want. I can plan trips. I don't really have to think about it. Life is really good. This next one's not really a good or bad thing. It can be taken either way, but men start to feel inferior of me when they find out what I do. I feel like most men are on this power trip about their entire lives from the moment they're born to the moment they pass off on this earth. But when they come into account with me and they ask me what I do and I say I'm a rocket scientist, they're in utter shock.
People hate it when I say this, and I know it makes people feel very uncomfortable because it's the truth. In most cases, the women equivalent of whatever successful person, you can name it, whether it's entrepreneur or aerospace engineer, the women equivalent of that is a worse version of a man. Like, let's be honest here. You would really be hard pressed to find a video of a man doing this same thing. Do men brag? Yes. Yes, they do. Right. But what's more common? What's more common is that if a woman is making money, and it doesn't have to be millions of dollars. We've seen this with nurses. You have a woman who has a pretty decent job and she'll sit there and act like she's just bringing in just hundreds of thousands of dollars and talk about how like, oh yeah, I'm a nurse. And, these men just hate on me because I'm a nurse and I have all this money. Whereas most men who are in that position or making that type of money, they don't sit there and brag about it the way you see a lot of chicks do, a lot of modern women today. And she's saying life is so amazing. It's so good. It feels good to be rich. I don't know how much. Let me talk to Miss Coffee real quick. Our AI assistant barista, Miss Coffee. Miss Coffee, how much does an aerospace engineer make? Like, what's the range?
Oh, baby, you're shooting for the stars, literally. Let's talk aerospace engineers and the coin they collect. How much do aerospace engineers make? Here's the general breakdown in the US as of 2025. Entry level 0 to 2 years, $70,000 to $90,000. Just got your degree? You're still warming up the engines. Mid-level 3 to 7 years experience, $95,000 to $130,000. You've got a few launches under your belt and maybe you're working SpaceX or NASA. Senior level 8 to 15 plus years, $135,000 to $175,000 plus. You're leading projects, managing teams, or solving problems that cost millions if done wrong. Top tier, specialist, managerial roles, $180,000 to $250,000 plus. If you're in program management, defense contracting, or private space tech, add some bonuses, stock options, and security clearances to that check. Love. Bonus fact.
Okay, so let's just say even on the higher end, we're going to give her the top end. She's making $300,000+ a year. That's a lot of money. But the way she's talking, you would think that this chick is worth millions and millions of dollars.
And suddenly my DMs are a lot less of like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Let me take you out. And a lot more to how do I get in the industry? Who are your connections? People will always assume I'm smarter than them the second they find out my job, which like book smart, true. I probably am. I'm really smart, studied a lot, was gifted, naturally smart. But a lot of my friends know that I'm very dumb. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm just human. I feel like people see I'm an engineer and assume I'm up here. A lot of times I am, but sometimes, remember, I'm just a 23-year-old girl. I'm just a 23-year-old girl.
Hey guys, I'm not that awesome. I know you think I am, but I'm not.
I would not drink bean juice.
And I don't drink bean juice.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
This chick's hilarious.
So I genuinely love that people brag about me. I love when my friends do. I love when my friends introduce me to
What?
their friends and they're like, guess what Maya does? She's a rocket scientist. She's a baddie and she's a rocket scientist. I don't usually bring it up, but my friends and my family, they love to bring it up and I secretly love it every single time. Like, yes, I did it. I worked for that. Yes, yes. Even on my worst days, I remember that my degree holds such a weight that many don't even know. So even on my worst days, I feel a little bit good. Like I know my life isn't bad. I know it's just a bad day, not a bad life. That's the best way to put it.
This chick is the type of person who can't wait to tell you that she's an aerospace engineer. Like, is looking for every opportunity to tell you what she does for work. Hilarious.
On my worst day. I've used that toner spray since high school and it still makes my face feel like it's going to fall off every time, but my skin is perfect. And finally, I just kind of love the way that I'm allowed to live my life. Not allowed, but able to, based on what I chose to do. People have loved telling me my entire life, like, my life has been so easy or this, that. I literally have planted every part of my life since I was 5 years old in kindergarten, learning. Like,
This chick has this chick has been planning her life since she was 5 in kindergarten. I mean, I haven't. I don't think I remember what I was doing when I was 5. Do you? Were you investing in the stock market at 5 years old? You might also be a genius.
I've worked for this life and it's a great thing to have the life come to fruition and to be able to live it, travel, do whatever I want whenever I want. Truly, truly the best part. Let me know if you want to know anything specifically or anything more and don't get mad because I love my life.
Don't get mad, she says. That was slightly entertaining. Let's see here. This chick here says 23, rich and aerospace engineer. Flex, I don't know you, but I'm proud. Somebody else here says women are taught not to celebrate their wins as loudly and proudly as men do. Nah, this is just kind of obnoxious. Like, let's be honest. If she said, hey, I'm really proud of myself and what I do, or if she was, I mean, I'll hear guys brag and I'll even think to myself, like, okay, that person likes to brag a little too much. This falls in that category. Goes on to say there's nothing wrong with being confident and proud of your accomplishments. You can brag on yourself and still be humble at the same time. Unfortunately, most men don't understand this dichotomy. They think it's our place to be silent and live in their shadow. Keep shining, girl. This doesn't come across like that, though. This doesn't come across like somebody who's just talking about their accomplishments. This definitely comes across more like bragging and I'm better than other people. Goes on to say, oh, another comment he reads, making black women look good all over the world. Here's somebody else who says, love a STEM baddie. And somebody else who says, beauty, brains, and personality. Favor ain't fair. Here's somebody else who says, let's see. Same civil engineering. Many people don't expect pretty girls to do STEM. Yeah. I will say this. Unfortunately, the type of emphasis here that's placed on success, how much money this chick is making, it's usually this type of a young lady who at this point, she could probably capitalize on getting married. Shisha, how do you know she wants that? Or finding a man, starting a family. But she most likely thinks she's better than most men around her. Time will go on. And let's say she actually becomes massively successful, right? Millionaire and all. And then you have the talk shows that are like all these millionaire women who can't find men who are willing to stay with them through marriage. What's going on? And they totally forget that men also have expectations, and it has very little to do with your degrees, your job, and how much you earn. Overall, I wish her the best. Very obnoxious. She is 23, so I think, lesson, lots of lessons to be learned in the future. Moving on.